I'm coming to you from Main Street, USA, specifically a wonderful street here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, which may very well decide this 2024 presidential election. Now, let me be blunt with you here. A lot of Bucks County voters, they lean generally conservative, but they would not consider themselves MAGA or America First. And that's fine, of course. Now, I hope that we persuade people and win hearts and minds over to the movement of patriotic populism. But politics is about growing support. It's a game of addition, and especially so in an election season like this one. So, what's the most effective closing argument for the wonderful people who live and work and shop in places like this? Well, I think it's twofold. First, your life, it has gotten harder, more difficult with Kamala Harris in the White House. Second, you really don't know her. And if you do get to know her, you will realize that you simply cannot trust her. She is not genuine. She is not authentic. Say what you will about Donald Trump, and he certainly has his faults. I know. I worked for him for years. But he is utterly authentic. The Trump you see on TV is the Trump you get behind closed doors. He's an open book, and he's blunt and he's brash to a fault sometimes. On the economy, consider what Kamala has done since she took power in Washington, D.C. Grocery prices, for example, are out of control. Real wages crash for hardworking Americans, and depression reigns, from just general gloominess to real frightening doom, including an explosion in deaths of despair. Right now in America, 80% of our citizens do not believe that their children will be better off than they are. 4 out of 5. That's from a Wall Street Journal poll that goes back decades, and we've never been more pessimistic as a society than we are right now. But we don't have to live this way, and we don't have to accept this dour reality. For example, we can choose to protect our border, to guard America's front door, but not if we cannot even acknowledge that there is a problem. Kamala lies constantly about the border. She actually claims that it's secure.
The border is secure. We have a secure border.
And Customs Enforcement confirms that more than 13,000 illegal immigrants convicted of murder have been caught at the border and then released into the United States.
Now, maybe her definition of secure involves welcoming 13,000 known murderers into the United States and over 500,000 total known criminals. Precious Americans pay the price for that kind of chaos. People like Laken Riley, a wonderful young woman, an American woman who was brutally killed in a crime that was 100% preventable. What the hell are we doing? These policies are madness. But perhaps even more destructive than the awful policies, consider the insanity of the level of dishonesty. Kamala looks into the camera and tells you that she is the, quote, change candidate, even though she is the sitting vice president, the co-pilot of this plane crash.
Do you know this is the Biden-Harris administration? Are you aware that this is the Biden-Harris administration? And she is indeed the vice president.
Not only does she inherit these numbers and contribute to them, she was the tie-breaking vote on $3 trillion of spending bills. So she is almost personally responsible for the massive inflation that you just showed on that chart.
President Biden tapped Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the border czar.
The criminal cartels are running the entry into America, and the numbers are at a 21-year high.
Challenges that we're seeing at our southwest border. No one knows this better than the vice president.
She tells us that the border is secure as millions stream across it, unvetted and yet totally welcomed by Kamala and her allies. Her friend Michelle Obama took a break from her Hollywood A-list lifestyle to lecture us and told us that she's disappointed in us again.
I got to ask myself, well, why on earth is this race even close? I lay awake at night wondering what in the world is going on. And it's clear to me that the question isn't whether Kamala is ready for this moment, because by every measure, she has demonstrated that she's ready. The real question is, as a country, are we ready for this moment?
Sorry, Obamas. This supposedly racist country sure has been pretty bad for you guys, huh? The Marxist Democrats of the 2020s claim that we are not good enough for Kamala.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
Sorry, not sorry, guys. We've had enough of your garbage, and we are taking our country back. We control our destiny, not you, not the so-called experts. You have failed us. You've made us poorer, sicker, and depressed. But we see the way out, and we ascertain the path higher to solutions, to greatness again. And you're welcome to come along for that ride.